Okay. Hello and welcome to the pre-match show of today's 100 Women's Tournament clash, and it is between the Birmingham Phoenix versus Northern Superchargers. And as you can see, Birmingham Phoenix have won the toss and they have opted to bat first. I think that I think that is a good decision for them because Trishadi, I was going through the result of Birmingham Phoenix and they have won only one out of three games so far. They suffered two
Yes.
back-to-back defeats in their last two games. On the other hand, Northern Superchargers are in a bit good space. I will say two wins out of three games. 8 points in the bag. So for Phoenix, it's a very huge game. I will say, but in both the losses, they were chasing. When they won the opening game, they were batting first. So I think today, after winning the toss, I think right decision for them to bat first. At least it is their strong position from them while batting first.
Yes, I think especially with Perry's form,
Mhm.
you know, she's struggling. She's definitely struggling, and when she's struggling, I would say you would want her back in form. With maybe if she bats first, she will be um, under
Not so much
less
under
pressure.
pressure.
She can build,
Mhm.
yeah, and she can build the innings. One innings. It's see, Perry is a legend of the game, so she'll just need
Yes,
one good innings and she'll be back in form. That is
exactly.
where I think it was important that they won the toss and Perry gets that time out in the middle, where she can kind of capitulate and make some runs. Even a good 45, I mean 40 to 45 will make her more confident, will see, there's one way of looking at it. As an Indian cricket fan, I don't want Perry to be back in form. Let her
Yes.
come back after 2nd November. Nobody wants her to be back in form. But in general, if you want Perry back in form, I think this is the best way to go about it.
Yes, absolutely. And obviously, apart from Ellis Perez's keeper, there are Georgia Ball. We know what she can do. Then Emma Lamb is there. She has been brilliant so far. And along with Amy Jones is there, Aim Arlott is there, Megan Shoot is there. So I think the team on paper they're very strong side because if you see the names, they have all fireworks in the batting order, in the bowling order. So I think they need to come up with some good performances together as a team. I think then that will help them. But when it comes to the opposition, Northern Superchargers, two wins out of three. Devina Perrin, a youngster, looked good in that. Won the player of the match. And obviously, we will have to again pray that Phoebe Litchfield scored some runs because we definitely need to see her scoring some runs. Phoebe Litchfield, Holly Armitage as a captain has been, I will say, decent. Kate Cross is there, Catherine Fraser is there, and obviously, Elias Davidson Richard. She has been in the good run. I will say also.
Yes. I think
Yes.
Davidson Richards has been pretty impressive, to be honest, Snehashish. And uh, someone I'm expecting one of the World Cup squads, she'll get a call. And when I say one of the, I'm not saying one of the teams. Not any team can call her in the World Cup squad. I meant either in the ODI, more so in the T20I squad. That's my meaning. No, I was
Yes.
discussing something with someone and I said about the 100 only. And I said very smartly that, can get called in one of the squads. And then suddenly my friend is like, sorry? Like, how can she be called in some other squad? I said, no, I'm not saying that.
Yes, absolutely. By the way, Trishati, yesterday, uh, I think in a podcast, maybe something, it is related to BBC. So,
Okay.
Charlotte Edwards told that the loss against India was not a reality check. We can defeat anyone. We are confident enough. So, we will be ready for the World Cup.
They are confident how? Where
Yeah,
is the confidence?
even I also thought after reading the article, but okay, I think that's how you motivate your team
I
after a
think
loss.
was it you and I who were discussing that nowadays the players, the coaches, all are media trained. They know exactly what to say. So I think this is more of one. This is of course, that's how you handle media. You can't say, oh, you know what, we are shaken that
Yes.
we lost the series. I mean, that would be pretty poor media work for sure. and
But
Charlotte,
but to
kissing.
say that the India loss is not a reality check, I think that's a very big statement. I will say because
Maybe not a
that
reality check. Maybe she knew that the team was weak. That
okay.
could be the thing.
Yes. Okay, we'll definitely
And
see you in
because
the
see, she
upcoming
is
World
the
Cup.
one who's handling the players the best, to be very
Yes,
honest.
exactly.
And as someone who has coached, even before your team has entered, you
Mhm.
want your team to win. You are telling them to win, and you want to believe. But in your heart of hearts, you know what is the team you are putting forward. Like, you know, this is
Yeah.
not my best 11, or my best 11 is not at their best. You know that on a day. So maybe
Yes.
that could be the thing, that she already knew that these were our weaknesses, and
Mhm.
that is exactly what happened. So it did not shock her. I think what she means to say is she's not
Okay,
shocked
okay.
or worried.
Yeah, I already knew that these things will happen, and that is only
Yes,
happening. Okay,
exactly.
okay.
Because Charlotte
Okay.
Edwards is too experienced a coach to not know the chinks in her armor. Also, see, you have to understand that a huge player in Nat Brandt was missing in the T20Is. Even when
Point.
Nat Brandt played, I believe she was playing with the injury and she was not good enough. Because see her in the 100, in the same pitches, in the same, it's not like India. Yeah, of course, the Indian bowlers were good, but it was nothing out of the syllabus that England couldn't play. So
Mm.
I think, and you will see it all changes when it's Nat Brandt performing and not performing. There's a huge gap in England's performance. In the ODI series, Heather Knight wasn't there. Nat
Yes.
Brandt was there, but she did not bowl, if I'm not wrong.
Nah, she didn't bowl. She didn't
Yeah,
bowl.
exactly.
Yeah.
So she was half fit basically. So
Mm.
I think Charlotte Edwards had expected the result. So it's nothing that she's losing her sleep over.
Talking about that.
Yeah,
Yes.
I think she has
Okay.
already lost her sleep over that.
Okay, okay. Let's take the comments because the match will start in some time. शिवराज खाने सिंह बार्मिंघम वुमेन को पहले 50 बॉल में कितने रन करने होंगे ताकि बाकी 50 बॉल में एक अच्छे से टोटल कर पाए. आई थिंक रन से ज्यादा शायद
So
विकेट बचाना पड़ेगा. आई थिंक पार्टनरशिप और विकेट बचाना
no, I'll tell you what. Birmingham Phoenix with Georgia Wall up the order should
पड़ेगा.
actually try and use the power play. Because then,
Yes,
lower down
लॉजिकल.
the order, you have Alice Perry, you have Emmy Jones, who can play both the roles. They can shift gears. So that way, I think the first 50 balls, they should at least aim for 65 to 70. And if they get that 65 to 70, even at the cost of 2 wickets, I think they can reach 150, 160.
यस.
Because, yeah.
ओके, शिवराज का लेकिन से बर्मिंघम वुमेन टॉस विन का फायदा कैसे उठाए? अच्छा बैटिंग करके. और
सीधी
क्या?
बात, नो बकवास.
यस, अच्छा बैटिंग करना पड़ेगा. यस. ओके. ओके, शिवराज कंटिन्यू 3 लॉस के बाद बर्मिंघम को चेंज करने चाहिए या नहीं? 3 नहीं, 2 लॉस. 3 गेम खेले, पहला मैच जीता था, 2 consecutive
That's what I
लॉस.
was thinking. That's
यस.
why suddenly I go like, ये कौन सा मैच है जो मैंने नहीं देखा था? शिवराज जी ये
यस.
क्या कर रहे हो?
Okay, Principal saying today's match is important for both teams. Yes, I think more for Birmingham Phoenix
More for
because
Birmingham Phoenix,
yeah,
because they are way down the points table, and they're in 4 points out of three, whereas Northern Superchargers are 8 out of 3. So one more match.
yes, absolutely. Okay, now we have to discuss about what happened
Oh,
earlier
brilliant,
in the
brilliant,
morning.
brilliant,
Okay,
brilliant.
I think I didn't expect that. I am clearly saying I told Tushati also because obviously I couldn't wake up at 5. But when I woke up, I saw
Oh,
the
I
some
was
match
up at
and
5. I was up
no,
at 5.
no, sorry guys, I couldn't wake up. But I woke up and saw the match, and then after some time, going through the scores, and when I saw that okay, 6 wickets down, I saw this chase is done and dusted for us. This is gone. This match is gone. But somehow, after some time, when I again went to, I saw, wow, we did a miracle. We have won the match. We have sealed the series. I think that was a fantastic win, fantastic effort with the bat. I think from the captain, Radha Yadav, Tanuja Kanwar, and Prima Rawat, after shining with the ball throughout the series, T20 series, even in the ODI, I know that she is going wicketless, but she the economist. She has been, decent economy at which she is bowling. And now with the bat, I think fantastic effort. Tushadi, a
So
series win, a series seal, fantastic effort.
yeah, I think first of all we have to begin, of course, with Yastika. I thought the way
Oh
Yastika
yes,
began,
today also.
oh,
Yes.
you know, there are some shots which can be described only in one word, and Yastika began with Um, just give me 1 second, huh?
Yes, that is it. But excellent win. When I think first of all, I think Tushari will agree with me that I think Australia should not have reached that total. At one stage, India had that chance to
Yes,
wrap up them.
poor
I think
bowling.
under 210 to
Yes, I thought
220 like
our
the first match.
death bowling was pretty poor.
Yes.
I thought, even before I go to the total, I have to say our fielding in the covers region. There was Tanuja, there was Radha, there was Dhara, there was somebody. 24 is no, and on the leg side it was Prema Rawat catching and Minu Mani. You know,
Mm.
they in our inside the circle fielding was pretty good. I thought today very good. Some very quick saves and very good saves, but outfield I would still say we need a little more. You know, I don't know. I just thought we were on our toes. We were reacting a little late, where we could have stopped those twos and made those ones. Now coming to bat, and that is where I thought a score which should have been done by 220. You can't let Kim Gad score a 40 45 odd. I mean that's too much. Extremely poor bowling from Titash,
Yes.
unexpected because anybody who knows me would know that I have always rated Titash's talent at all time highest. I'm quite disappointed by her one dimensional bowling. I'm not seeing that variation. I don't know why. Maybe the injuries have affected her because she had a bad back, so maybe she does not want to completely put the pressure on her back. It's a little difficult, but overall, yeah, as I said, bowling could have been much better towards the end. I thought the middle overs were fantastic. Towards the beginning and towards the end had to be better. But
Because Tushari, even Elisa Ellis scored at 91. At one
yeah,
stage, Australia
yes,
were 170 for six.
yes, yes,
170 for six. So I think that was the moment that we should have closed that game
yes.
under
Trust me.
210, 220.
And you know what? Kim Garth also was not able to
Yes.
read the bowlers much initially. I just thought we gave her too much room after that.
Hmm.
We should have shifted to test match length. Treat her as a tail ender. Don't give her
Yes.
that much space. But I thought we gave her room to open her arms, and that 40 could have costed us. But
Yes.
what an innings by Radha Yadav has looked like a proper batter. So Radha Yadav, I would still understand. Tanuja Kanwar, she scores. I'm not taking anything away from
now,
Tanuja. It's not like she
now
doesn't
you
know how
know
to
why
bat.
she was promoted up the order.
Oh yes, I am sorry. I am sorry, Tanuja. But what an innings! And what I liked about her innings is, let's go back and if you check the scorecard, you will see she has hit just three boundaries. It
Yes.
was insane running between the wicket between Radha Yadav and Tanuja Kanwar, and considering the mess of a run out that Dara Gujjar and Yastika Bhatia created,
Hmm.
from there to see this running was such a relief because Minu Mani and Radha Yadav were also going to run each other out. I'm being very honest. If Minu Mani had not got out, कोई तो रन आउट होता पक्का. कौन कॉल कर रहा था कौन भाग रहा था कोई नहीं पता. And Radha Yadav, I don't know, sees the ball and starts running, not even hits it. She sees the ball and starts running. So maybe I understand the intent that Radha is showing, but maybe she has to be a little more um, she has to judge the runs better,
Yes.
especially because in this team she is one of the senior most members. So Prema Rawat, Dhara Gujjar, or a lot of them will be looking up to her. So there she has to be a little better judge of the runs, but leading from the front, even in the third T20, she had almost taken India to a
Yes.
win. So maybe Radha Yadav, the batter, will get a chance in Team India, not the bowler.
Yes, absolutely. But overall, I think fantastic. Especially,
And Prema, I
the
wanted to
way.
mention
Yeah.
one more thing about Prema. What happened is, see, even with Poonam Yadav, I think outstanding bowler, but fielding and batting was a weakness.
Hmm.
Priya Mishra, same thing. Fielding and batting But Prema has covered all three angles. You know, today when
Yes.
she took two or three catches, clean catches, she dived. She was at mid wicket for most part. She did very well, and then she bowled. I would say she bowled pretty well. She still needs answers when where and I'm sure the bowling coach is Nushin Al Kadir. I mean, she's an absolute legend when it comes to spin bowling. I'm sure she'll teach, but I saw, Indian bowlers do not have an answer when the Australian batters are moving their feet when they're
Hmm.
coming out. That is when the Indian bowlers are not using the faster one or changing the length or something of that sort. And Healy scored a lot of runs. But in general, Prima, I think, was very good. And then at the 32 runs, it was brilliant. To be very honest, Nihashish, I was watching the match. At no point, even when 5 runs were needed of the last over, I was sitting like this because I was like, कुछ तो करेंगे ये लोग मतलब कैसे तो हारेंगे ऐसा तो लगता है. But yeah, I am not only pleasantly
Fantastic.
surprised, I'm happy to be pleasantly surprised
Yes,
that they are.
absolutely. And I think for the group, I think the way the T20 series panned out, I think it was horrible. The way
Yeah,
they have came back in the 50 over
I
format.
like how, Snehashi said, the way T20 series is panned out. I thought he'll say something very normal. It was a bad T20. He said it was horrible. Yes, it was horrible. That's true.
Yes, but it has been superb. Hopefully now we always hope for more and more. So now our target is for a
Yeah,
clean sweep.
take the revenge.
Yes, yes,
There was a broadcaster who was saying that take the revenge in the England too. That whenever the
yes,
men are losing, women should take the
yes,
revenge.
yes,
Here
yes.
I'm saying take your own revenge. They defeated you.
Exactly, exactly.
T20 series, you
T20
defeated
you
them.
lost 3-0, win the ODI series 3-0, and then the decider will be the test match, the only test match
There
that is
also
going.
win it. There also win it. Longer
Yes,
formats, Snehashish, is our thing, to be
mm.
honest.
Yes,
And
absolutely.
Australia has a lot to worry about. Their bench strength to me does not look great in the batting arena because if you see the scores even in T20s,
Mm.
it wasn't huge other than both the days when Aliza Healy performed, the scores went high. When she did not, so if you get Healy early, somehow the Australian batters are not able to capitulate. So that's interesting.
Yes, absolutely. Uh, okay, prediction: Shivaraj Kalaskin top run scorer from both the side.
This I'm saying only I'm hoping, okay, Shivraj Kale, that from Birmingham Phoenix, it's Perry. That's important, I think.
Yes. From
From Northern,
Northern today, Phoebe Litchfield,
Georgia Wall out, bold.
Georgia Ball. Okay.
Yes,
No,
Lindsay Smith.
Georgia Ball, Birmingham Phoenix, na same team. Birmingham Phoenix.
No, she's bold. She's bold out. I'm not
Oh,
saying
okay.
she's the highest run getter. She's
Oh,
already
okay.
gone. She can't be the
Oh,
highest
he's
run
gone.
getter.
Oh, okay.
Lindsay Smith just bowler.
Okay.
Yeah. What was the name? Northern Superchargers.
Litchfield,
No, Devina Perrin. Let's go for
Devin
Devin.
Payne. Okay, okay. Yes. Okay, Principal is
Let's go with
asking, I'm just asking, I know it's too early. Which Indian player will impact more in World Cup? Jemima.
if Amanjot plays, then she'll have the maximum impact.
Yes. Very good.
It will be either Amanjot or Deepti Sharma.
Hmm.
And I'm saying this on the basis of the fact that they will do all three. They are
Hmm.
both in their own ways good bowlers. They are both good batters. They are both good fielders. That's why their chances of making the impact is also more.
Yes. Okay, Principal saying next year WPL in January, right? Then when will happen? Auction will happen for the World Cup.
Uh,
The WPL will
See,
happen.
as of now, we don't know. The moment
Yes.
we get to know anything, you guys will definitely be the first one to know.
Yes. Okay. Then we have one update. I think many of you already have shown in the in the on the Twitter that in the next week there is a high chance that we can get to know where the matches that was earlier scheduled to take place in Bangalore, the World
Yeah.
Cup matches, the upcoming World Cup matches, now which will be the venue where those matches will be relocated? Because as we all know that there is a high chance that the matches that were scheduled to take place in Bangalore will not take place because of this. Obviously, that stampede happened during that
Yes.
RCB thing. So let's see. I think by the next week, by the start of the next week, I think we'll come to know about that. Official announcement will be there, and then we'll get to know where those matches are going to play and where India will begin their campaign, because it was Bangalore only where they were scheduled to begin their campaign. Even the final event will happen in that venue, I think.
Correct.
Yes. Okay, DB7 saying, Tushar, you answered this. Please cover 100 men also.
100 men, सर ना हो पाएगा सर. बहुत प्रेशर है. ऐसे ही देख रहे हो ना सर कि इतना तो 10-10 मिनट हर रोज लेट हो रहा है. प्रेशर इतना ज्यादा है कि मुझे अभी नहाने का मौका मिला था थोड़ी देर पहले, तो प्रेशर काफी ज्यादा है. मैं सुबह 5 बजे से उठी हुई हूँ, तो इसीलिए लेट्स कीप इट एट 100 women, बट इवेंचुअली वी विल ट्राई एंड कन्वर्ट. We
We will
will try
try.
and cover. Yeah,
Yes.
not this year, just not this year. Also, this is the Women's World Cup year. Women's World Cup
Yes.
happening next month. So yeah,
Yes.
not next month,
Okay.
next month.
Okay. Last one, two comments. I know there are a lot of comments, but already match started. So we have to wrap it up.
So quickly
Uh,
take the comments. Quickly, fat
yes.
le lo.
Once again, yes. Swiss commenting again, Australia bold excess whites giving 18 extras. Same pattern returns. Yes, Swiss. Good observation again. Even I saw that because I remember the point that you made earlier that about these extras. So again, to the
Correct.
same happen. Okay, Tushadi, what would be your India 11 for World Cup?
Oh wow, India playing 11. I think it'll be pretty much the usual. Smriti,
Pratika,
Pratika. I was going to say Prema. That is not happening. She's not opening the batting side.
Halil,
Harleen. I would actually be interested to see if Yastika's these 250s have done some good for her. Uh,
okay.
I would love to see Yastika, to be very honest, because I think the way she has played, she has also shown, most importantly, an improvement in strike rate. So, so since this is my playing 11, let's put Yastika in, and
Yes,
then number four, Harman, five, Jemmy, six,
Richa,
Richa, seven,
Amanjot.
Amanjot, eight, Deepti, nine, Snehrana,
Yep.
10, Sricharani, 11, one of the Pacers.
Yes, absolutely. Yes. Okay, Shrish also saying, Tanuja, I am sorry too. Please continue. Yes.
Sorry,
Okay,
Tanuja.
Shrish also agrees that as the format becomes longer, India's performance improves. Absolutely.
Agreed.
Yes. Okay, for Shrish also it's pairing. Predicting high scorer in today's game. Okay. Uh, शिवराज काले saying लंदन स्पिरिट कल जैसे खेली लगता है फाइनल नहीं जीत सकती. एक ही मैच
ये तो
हारिए
बहुत
तो
दूर की बात बोल दिया शिवराज जी.
ये या 3 मैच जीतने के बाद एक मैच हारिए डिपेंडिंग चैंपियंस. तो ठीक है, देखते हैं अभी शायद. हाँ, ऐसा अगर
अच्छा
और
है,
एक दो
लॉ
मैच
ऑफ
चला गया तो
एवरेजेस है.
फिर हम लोग बात पूछ सकते
नहीं नहीं, अच्छा है ना, लॉ ऑफ एवरेजेस. ये है
हैं. वही है.
बिकॉज अभी भी सी लंदन स्पिरिट इज स्टिल एट द टॉप ऑफ द टेबल, सो देयर इज नथिंग टू रियली पैनिक फॉर देम.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, Life World 2191 saying, can you guys say when is the selection date for Women ODI World Cup? Uh,
I'm
there is
guessing
no.
that there is a camp in Vishakhapatnam. We will
Yes.
confirm more about the camp soon.
Yeah, in
After
the
that,
last week of this month, there's a
yes,
high
in the
chance.
last week
Yes,
of this month.
yes. But I
So
think Trishadi, maybe the team that will come for the Australia series, I think that will be the team for the World Cup also. Maybe.
mostly yes, but I
Yes.
do think there will be a little. There will be maybe 20, 21 names there from which they will
Mm.
get down to 15.
Mm.
But mostly, guys, I don't see the England squad changing much. As in the Indian squad that went to England. not the
Yes.
England squad. Yeah.
Shumit Sharma, 1715, saying if Rawat doesn't perform in series against Australia before World Cup, will India go towards Yastika to open? No, 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 no.
Sorry,
It shouldn't happen. If Pratika Rawat, not Rawat, Pratika Rawal is, if somehow Pratika Rawal doesn't perform against Australia in the upcoming ODIs,
nothing happened.
yes,
Pratika is the opener for the
Pratika has
Australia.
sealed her spot, I think, in the opening. Yastika, I think only option that you had mentioned at number three. That will be interesting to see.
If she scores another 50 next match, it would be very, very interesting. I think she'll get chance in the Australia series.
Hmm.
There she has to perform,
Yes.
or at least she should get the chance.
Hmm. Okay, good question by Shrish. That will they rest Harman for Australia series considering her injury issues?
अब क्या rest या Shirish?
Yeah.
अब तो till World Cup, what will you rest? If you're injured, you're out. If you're not, you play.
Okay, Principal saying the same thing. Indian squad against Australia series would be the same squad for World Cup. I think expecting the changes because anything will happen under Hamar Bajanta, right? Anything can happen in Indian cricket, but we expect that to be, same. Okay. Okay, Life World 219 was saying, does India has to play all the team or is it the team divided in group for ODI World Cup? It is in group, divided in group. It is not the round robin format. Now the format is back in the group system, so you have two groups where you have to play each other and then you go for the semi-final and final. Okay, we have done it. All the comments are done.
Done.
Yes. Yes, all the comments are done. So thank you guys for joining in, and obviously let's enjoy the match. Let's see. And as we mentioned that for Birmingham Phoenix, it is more important match because they have to win this to remain in the in the race for that eliminated place. Otherwise, it will be difficult for them. So thank you guys. Thank you, Trishadi. So let's meet in the
Thank you.
next slide. Thank you. Thank you.
Done. Bye bye.